Hey guys, this is Nikki.
This is Sam.
Welcome back to So What? What's Next?
I spent the bag on the bundle. Turn around and take a flip and make a double. Listen, baby, with me you ain't never gotta struggle. I'm in the game 650, catch a triple double. Watch it tumble, tumble, watch it tumble. Tumbling, tumbling, tumbling. This is coming and keep on tumbling. Watch it tumble, tumble, watch it tumble. Tumbling, tumbling, tumbling. This is coming and keep on tumbling.
Talking about what we're watching and why we have our wonderful guest on today. I know we've all been watching NBA playoff basketball, so we want to kick it over to Reggie and get some of your thoughts from the play-in to where we are now with the two contenders in the finals.
It's great to sit here today. As not only a team, speaking of playing, we don't know what it feels like to lose to a playing team. That didn't happen. Got them bums out of there in 4. Defending champs came our way. Got them out of there in 7. Which we saw them in 2018. They knocked us out of the playoffs. The Nets got us out of the playoffs in 2021, first round. And we made it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2020, and we played a team. We didn't win that year. This sounds kind of like a revenge tour, if I'm not mistaken. If you think about it,
You're being so extra right now. Keep going.
So then we got to the Eastern Conference. Oh shit, we saw Miami again. The people we saw in 2020.
In the bubble.
Them guys have not looked the same since the bubble. We won't talk about that. Got them up out of
there. Telling a whole bunch of lies right now. Okay, I'm sorry.
Hey. After the bubble was 2021, we had a little sweep situation. We won't get into that. So yeah, we you guys' show, y'all had a good little segment before the Eastern Conference Finals started, and my lovely friend Nikki was very, 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 very confident, and as you should be with your team. So
you're the number one seed. Why would I not be as a number one seed? Why would I not be feeling it?
Jimmy's putting up Jordan type numbers and all that right there, man. It's just you got all this going on, number one seed, and haven't lost at home, and then god damn it, the Boston Celtics pulled up in South Beach, and when I tell you the heat left. And this cold front just slid through that motherfucker. Yes, man. It's been a long time. I can't sit here and talk too crazy because last time we was here, man, was 2010. So as a Boston fan, man, I'm just happy to finally be able to get over this hump. Nikki, I'm a very realistic fan. I'm gonna talk my shit, but I'm real realistic when it comes to the whole thing. I love this time of year because me and Nikki, we if y'all see us on the timeline, we do our thing, man. Now y'all get the timeline. Y'all don't get to see the group chat. Now that's another whole other ball game.
We don't share that. We don't share that. We keep that between the group chat.
Yeah, because that might be they might create a new RICO for that type of shit.
What's that RICO for the group chat?
Listen, we just like every blue moon. We just need y'all to come in here and do a quick sweep. Let's start fresh. But I want to kind of elaborate there, right? So I think one of the things that we love about the playoffs is how unpredictable it can be, right? Like we know people have seeds. We know people, I think I said multiple times, I don't take the NBA serious until after All-Star break, right? The first part of the season, you're trying to gel together. All these trades have happened. All these different things have happened. From an ownership perspective, coaches trying to figure out lineups, trying to figure out, defenses, how you're going to play and build team camaraderie and culture. And then once the All-Star break happens, it's like you go into a different mode, right? You're extremely focused. You're understanding like, okay, if we're number 4 or we're number 7 or 8, we got to win XYZ in order to climb up, right? Whether you're on, from Western Conference or Eastern Conference. So to get to this point to playoffs, and it's kind of like you're getting 4 or 5 games a night, right? And you're staying up because you're watching John Morant, you're watching Chris Paul play.
Can we talk about that? Why these games that come on so damn late?
Yeah. Because shout out to Brad, no1850. Follow my boy on Twitter. Brad lives on the West Coast, but most people in the group chat, we on the East Coast. So we want games to start at like 7:30, 8:30, right? So when games we start at like 9:30, 10:30, he was like, y'all know y'all not the only coast, right? There's people who live in other parts of the country, what we look like playing a basketball game at 5 p.m. People ain't even off from work.
Man, shit. But Nikki, on Sundays, it's ridiculous. Come on now. On Sundays.
Well, just another tangent. Adam Silver is going to have a hard time getting into heaven because over the last 3 years, these players have been getting injured because there truly hasn't been off seasons, right? Because when COVID happens, NBA season starts, COVID happens, you shut down. So they ended the season, had to literally bring everybody back together. What was that, like 2-3 months off? Then you put everybody in the bubble and you're playing again. Then you get a short off season and then you're playing again. Your season kicks right back off, right? Lakers win a championship. You're going right into the off season. Now everybody gets hurt, right? Because there's not enough conditioning. There's not enough time off to rehab, recover, recoup, right?
Yeah.
Then you go right back into another season. Literally, Adam Silver is like, I need my money and I need all of it, right? We're going to pander. Black Lives Matter. We're going to put all these names on jerseys, buy these jerseys, beat
on the floor, everything.
Freedom, do all of this stuff. And yes, the NBA put their money where their mouth is. Thank you. Appreciate it. But my God, like that's a lot of basketball. So when you see these guys getting hurt, knees flaring up, thumbs spraining, shoulders falling off the bone,
hamstrings and just
it's ridiculous, bro. Like it's the last 3 champions have been decided by injuries.
Literally.
The last 3, is it 3 or 4? Last 4 champions have been decided by injuries.
So you think about it, no slight to the Celtics, right? If Chris Middleton is there, that probably goes 7 games, right?
They probably get beat, to be honest with you.
It goes 7 games.
I don't want to be real. I don't want to be.
It's a different team. But it is different. Think about it. Last 2 seasons, Golden State is down because Clay gets injured in back-to-back seasons. What was it? ACL?
If KD don't get hurt, they win against Toronto.
You see how all these things continue to build on each other, right? So the whole point here
is, what they need. I'm gonna tell you what they need to do. To be honest with you, if they're gonna have a play-in game, they need to cut the regular season a little bit
down. Cut it down.
Bring it to 75 games. Give yourself the play-in weekends that you want. Space all this stuff out, man. Don't
even this year, right? It's like every other day a playoff game, like even down to the WCF and ECF, right? It's every other day. Like you're not giving people 2 days, 2-3 days in between travel. It's like no, they running it.
That was crazy. That was crazy. I put it in the group chat. I was like, so they're not getting a couple of days here. Like, they're switching cities. But they at least get a god damn. But
I listened to Draymond Green's podcast when they was playing.
Great pod, by the way. Really good pod.
It is a good pod. Listen to him, and he was just like, "Oh, we about to board the plane." So he's recording his podcast right after the game, then boarding the plane to fly to the next city, so he could get there and go to sleep and rest a full day, and then play. They have practice early that morning, and then they play that night.
Yeah,
I'm just like,
players are having to make executive decisions to basically say, "Hey, this is going to go 7 games, but I'm going to sit out game 4, let them win, and I'll be back for game 6. Like people are literally having to make these decisions because there's no recovery. There's no recoup time. Like it's
Golden
just
State just did it against the Mavs. They did a gentleman sweep just so they could
just so they could rest up.
They
Just so they could rest up for tomorrow.
Yeah, they rested Otto Porter. They were like, we'll rest him up. But it's just like, so let's get to the finals. Let's just get to the finals. I don't want to.
We can go there. We can go there.
Even though they need to cut that shit down to 75 games. But the finals.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this one thing before we transition to the finals and make our predictions and what we hope to see or think we'll see. I will own it, Reggie. I will own it. I will own it because I was talking cash shit everywhere I could about the Celtics. I was talking to Pops about it because Pops loves the Celtics. I was literally talking to any and everyone. So when we won Game 6, which I honestly, being honest and truthful and transparent, I did not think we were going to win. So when we won Game 6, I was like, I told y'all Heat in 7. I told y'all Heat in 7. There's no way Miami loses a Game 7 on our home court. And what did they do?
7. I picked this at 7.
They embarrassed us. We got embarrassed. And to this day, I will still say I agree with Jimmy Butler taking that 3. I will stand on that soapbox.
No, he did the right thing. He did it
right and agree that you have superstars on your team for a reason, right? You say superstars will take that shot.
It's Game 7. Let's go home. Let's go home.
I don't have it in me. I ain't got overtime in me.
Jimmy did not have an OT in him, man. The people did not understand that. Jimmy did not have another 5 minutes in him, bro. I'm telling y'all.
That's the God honest truth. Tyler Herro is literally playing with one leg.
He didn't play the second half.
Like literally playing with one leg, making executive decisions. You can't get out there. You're not gonna be able to walk.
Yeah, it's over, bro.
And that's the thing. I truly believe.
But it was a good shot.
I will stand on this. If Tyler Herro is available for games 5 and 6, it's a different series. We missed his 20 and 7. We missed that. We missed that. But
it's so tough, man, because we'll talk about Boston. Let's go ahead and let's get to Boston so we can get into the finals. The Boston thing is funny because I like Tatum. I like Brown. I like the coach, right? I hate Marcus Smart. Like, that's a passionate thing for me, though, right? That's like a thing that I just like, damn, why the fuck is he on the team? Like, every time he shoot, I be like, why do you be allowing this nigga? Like, who was the motherfucker in the locker room that pulls him up to the locker room like, yo, bro, enough of the bullshit, okay? Like, where's that guy in the locker room?
I need Ime. I've been need Ime to pull him into his office.
But you can tell. But see, Ime the type of dude that it's going from 1 to 100, Reggie. It ain't gonna be just a conversation. It's gonna be like, if you say something back, I gotta choke you. We're on national television now.
Choke him out. Choke him.
It'll send a message.
One thing about Ime, I love it about Ime. You know Ime real with that shit when he pulled that little mask down just a little bit. He just pull it down a little bit. He be like, y'all cut the bullshit.
Those are my favorite memes, Sam. The ones where he's like talking to Jaylen Brown and people start putting words in his mouth.
He be like,
oh my God.
He be like, all right, bro, I don't have enough now. All right, this ain't Brad Stevens, bro. We will bump.
You dribbling that lane one more motherfucking time. I know something.
Yeah, bro. He got that old school Baptist, I will snatch your ass up off this court type vibe.
Come up out of pop. He from under pop, bro. He got that pop in him. He got that pop in him.
So I like Ime and I like Boston. And I know as soon as Boston won, people felt like, okay, it's a wrap. Warriors gonna win. But I told somebody, I said, man, styles make fights. And Marcus Smart matches up perfect with Steph Curry defensively. He matches up perfect with Steph Curry. The only problem with Marcus Smart is gonna be this. Steph Curry really ain't gotta guard him. He really can be like, all right, bro, shoot it up. And if Marcus Smart starts shooting that shit up, that plays into the Warriors' hands. So he can that's one bad part about it. But the Tatum versus Wiggins and Tatum and Brown versus Clay, Poole doesn't play any defense. So if Brown is out there on Poole, he's going to go to work on him. That's going to be a problem. But like I told Reggie, I think the biggest problem Boston going to have is that second unit with Iggy coming back and Porter coming back. They can kind of rein in Poole a little bit because Clay be about to really want to. I think Clay really want to put hands on Poole, like deep down inside, like.
Yeah. I think there's some interesting things happening in that locker room for sure. In their group chat, I
He's
know
starting to smell himself. He's starting to smell himself a little
like
bit.
Clay don't have enough of that shit, bro. Like Clay, like, all right, bro, it's one Steph Curry. Everybody else passed the ball around a couple times. Like
Clay said y'all ain't winning nothing. Clay said you ain't won nothing to be this arrogant. Clay's like you have not put in the work. But I don't think I haven't seen the predictions of Golden State in 5, Golden State in 6. Reggie, I know you say Boston in 4.
6. Boston in 6. Boston in 6. I got us in 6. I got us at the house winning in 6. Yep.
So the problem is this with Boston. This is why Boston's gonna lose this series.
Tell us why.
This is why Boston's gonna lose this series. And I think Boston is good. The problem is this. And I told Reggie this shit. They have 5-minute to 6-minute stretches of every game where they just do dumb shit. They just throw the ball into the ground. They just turn it over all over and again. They don't get out on shooters. Tatum just gives the ball away in the lane. And if they do that against the Warriors, I don't know when the 5 minutes is going to be, but at any time in those 5 minutes they do it in the game, it's going to put them out the game. So I think Boston's going to win the first game.
Golden State, I think, Sam, we talk about it all the time. Golden State goes on like those 21-2 runs.
Yeah. It's like the game be over.
Good teams. And that's on good teams, right?
And the game be over. Like they're going these runs and game is over. And Boston don't have the capabilities, in my opinion, to shoot themselves back into a game with 3-pointers. Like the Mavericks, even though I didn't think the Mavericks put enough defense to beat the Warriors, the Mavericks had enough shooters that they can make a game interesting quick. Boston they're streaky shooters. They're not knockdown shooters, they're streaky. So they get into a good rhythm, a good, running. Hopefully hit one. Tatum will go get fired. Like Tatum is a bad boy. He'll go for 30. But then Tatum also has games where he go for 15. He's 9 to 30. He's 9 to 25. And it's just at this level, you can't do that in the finals. You got to be efficient. You got to play. You gotta play very
Remember, the window is so small, right? Yeah. To make these championship runs. And Tatum's 24, 25?
Yeah.
24.
So here's the thing, right? He hasn't been in this situation. Also, keep in mind, he's injured.
Right.
He's injured. So I know we say a lot of times we make excuses for the people that we like and the teams we like, but I'm looking at it from a perspective of I think Tatum goes off more if he's not injured. I think there's something really going on with that shoulder and he has to nurse it a little bit, right? So they double him up. He goes out there, he's going to drop 40, right? The next game, he's going to drop 8, right? Because I just feel like he's very cyclical, right? I don't think he has that lock-in moment. He doesn't have that Mamba mentality yet, right? He's getting close. Right, you can see the work he's doing. In the off season, he put on the weight. He did the work. He built the muscle. He got trainers. He went in, right. So to get through the season, great. But I think that wear and tear on the body is just it's a factor now, right?
Yeah.
So, in my honest opinion,
but that plays against the Warriors too, though, Nikki, because the Warriors are.
And I'm not making excuses, but the Warriors have been there, right? Like they have the mechanics, they have the history, they have the knowledge. It's like
they're not going to be. They're not going to be afraid on the stage if Boston goes on a crazy runs. The Warriors they're not going to really blank and be like, okay, they're not. I think Miami. I think the thing that killed Miami
shit. No. I'm tired. I'm tired.
Hold on, Rich. I'm gonna let you talk.
40-point loss in the fucking playoffs. That ain't no fluke. Let me give you
Go ahead, Rich. I'm gonna let you go
because I've sat here and I've listened and I've been here making my face.
Not you
talking about this shit because I just letting you go ahead and go off about it.
Go ahead.
This here. The only team that has a winning record against the Warriors is who? In the Steve Kerr area. Boston. Boom. Tatum and Brown have one loss against these boys. Brown's played them 5 times, played them 6 times. Tatum's played them 5. 4-1, 4-1, 5-1.
Mm-hmm.
Smart when he guards Steph Curry in the last 4 games, he's on him like 30 points, shoot. Mm-hmm. Check this thing out here, my boy. We go on these 5-minute runs and all that right there. Well, we don't do shit.
That's exactly right.
Do you understand on those runs? You see how hard it was for Miami to get to 100 points? For a lot of these teams we play to get to 100 points. Hold
on. Hold on. Let me just say this. This is a different animal.
No. It's no different animal. Basketball is motherfucking basketball.
I'm supposed to be
look at Chance.
Defense is defense. Chance, don't bail your daddy out now because I'm on his ass.
Chance came at the right time, Reggie. Go ahead, keep going, Reggie.
Basketball is basketball, and you gotta understand. Look at the trouble that the Memphis Grizzlies gave the Warriors. John Morant went down. You got another young team that's coming here that's young like the Grizzlies that ran them older boys. Klay Thompson is not the Klay Thompson he was back in those runs. That leg and his knee and all that, but he don't play D like that no more. He's not that.
I do agree. He does not. He is
not the defender he used to be. He's got the offensive side back. He is not the defender he used to be. Andrew Wiggins, you found your little niche or whatever. Tatum's busting his ass. Tatum's busting his ass night in and night out.
Okay, so this is where you get into this conversation, right? Like, okay. I think Luka is a lot harder guard than Tatum. And I like Tatum, right? Offensively, Luka's a harder guard than Tatum. Okay. Now, defensively, Tatum is light years better than Luka. Luka's fucking terrible on defense.
Another factor.
Yes.
That's another factor in this, right? But I also think that when you talk about the Warriors, they're not going to settle for a lot of bad shots, right?
They shoot bad shots all game.
No.
Yeah, they just happen to go in. They shoot bad shots.
They live and die by that.
Yeah, but their bad shots. Their bad shots for them ain't really bad shots though. Those bad shots for them is makeable shots for them. Like when Steph pull up at like 30 feet away from the 3-point line, that's not a bad shot for Steph. That's a good shot for Steph. That extends your defense. But the biggest problem with y'all gonna have with the Warriors is it's not just Jimmy Butler. Because it was just Jimmy Butler with the Heat. It was just Jimmy Butler and keep Bam off the offensive rebound.
So what happened with Kyrie and KD? Two of the most prolific scorers in the game. Please tell me what the fuck happened to them bum ass niggas.
Hold on.
Bro, get my resume. Get our resume together, bro.
No.
Hey, nigga, talk to me nice.
I am talking to
me
nice. There is not another team that moves the ball like the Warriors do. They don't just sit there and get the ball to somebody ISO and let you tee in on them.
Like we play defense.
Y'all
Number one in the league.
Let's bring it in. So Reggie, you say Boston in 6.
Boston in 6.
Sam, you say
Warriors in 5. Boston win the first game though.
And then we lose 4 straight?
Yeah.
What you drinking tonight? Won't you drink it again? Don't you sip that shit again?
Hey, Nikki backed me in the corner on the last pod, and I said Boston in 7.
How much you want to bet
right now?
No, Warriors we need to put some money on that.
We
losing. Bet me something. We lose 4 straight. Boy, bet me something. Boy, we ain't lost 2. We ain't lost 2 straight the whole playoffs. We ain't lost 2 straight the whole playoffs.
On a series. We're betting on the series overall. I don't see Golden State whooping Boston 4 times in a row.
We ain't lost 2 straight the whole playoffs.
Let me ask you a question.
Let
me ask you a question, Nikki. I'm gonna ask this one question, Nikki.
Okay.
If Boston have that end of the game scenario like they had against Miami last game,
yeah,
where they played perfect the whole game, the better team the whole game, and they had that last 5-minute series, if they're gonna beat the Warriors in a game like that?
No,
they lose that game, right?
They lose.
I think that's how all 4 games gonna look when they lose.
So
I think it's gonna look just like that.
Again, I will never root for the Boston Celtics ever in life.
I feel it, and I respect that.
That is a deal breaker, okay? That is a deal breaker for me. But I'm gonna go Golden State in 6.
I think Iggy Porter. I think you take Iggy and Porter, who is just as tall as Tatum, Brown.
Old ass nigga.
They is old. But guess what? They only got to play good for 4 games.
They only need 4 good games.
When the last time he played?
I don't think Iggy gets a lot. I don't think Iggy gets a lot of minutes, but Iggy is and forgive me
But
for this reference, but Iggy's going to be the UD to Golden State,
Is that,
right?
Well, no, Nikki. UD is just he's
No.
working.
I'm not talking about the actual player. What I'm saying is from a leadership, coaching, development, like literally, there's people who are heart and souls of this team.
Right.
Now, I don't think UD should be taking up a roster spot, but we'll come back to that on another topic, on another episode. But what I'm saying is, in the spirit of that soul and heart of that team, I really feel that Iggy serves that purpose, right? Even if he only plays 2 to 3 minutes, maybe even 5 in any of these games, right? I think he's the one that kind of he's the catalyst that causes the change. But he's not the difference maker in this series on the court.
He's just going to keep Boston at bay when Steph, Clay,
need that rest.
Other guys go out the game.
We're gonna send his old ass in depression, just like
it's gonna be Iggy. It's gonna be Iggy.
We're gonna send his ass in depression, just like UD is right now.
And Kuminga, and Iggy will be the leader on the second team that'll keep the game where it need to be at in check. Because all you gotta do, this is a trick to Boston. All you really gotta do is get them enough pressure to fuck it up. Like they'll give it.
You shut down Tatum and Brown. You got to make everybody else step up. You got to make Williams step up. Walker step up. Yeah,
let Marcus Smart. Let Marcus Smart.
And those guys have showed they've had their games. You've had the Derrick.
You're right. But they're not going to do that consistently, Reggie, and you know that. But I expect you to go in.
So Kuminga and Poole are going to do this shit.
They're not. But all they got to do is break even with y'all. All they got to do is break even with y'all.
You know who is going to do it consistently.
Do we? You talk about stuff that comes up in the short in the finals.
The age of beige is gonna get it done. I just want you to know, them waffle colored creme brulee boys is gonna get it done.
Lock that shit up.
You know John B and Drake about to get busy.
We gonna lock that shit up.
Yep. So we got into the grilling convo. We got into what we're watching. We gave our NBA Finals predictions. Reggie was nice. He was nice to me on my heat. I appreciate that. Anything else y'all want to get into before we wrap up, guys?
Man, I'm good.
Did y'all place the bet though? What's the bet? What's the wager? If Golden State wins in 5,
I'm not betting Reggie. I'm not doing this.
Oh, okay.
Because that's how I jinx my stuff when I start putting stuff down on it. But I think it's worse than 5 though. That's my prediction.
All right. And Reggie got Boston
wins.
Huh?
Before straight wins.
I think Boston win the first game.
And they won a 4 straight.
Yeah.
Boy, you don't fit now.
Yeah, I really do.
You're a good fit now. Boy,
because one thing about Boston,
we will see.
One thing about Boston, once they start feeling good, that's when they start giving the game away. So the Warriors might let them get up by 10 every game. Boom, boom. Y'all should win that last game by 10.
9 p.m. tomorrow. We're gonna see what it is. 9 p.m.
We're gonna see what it is. We're gonna see what it is.
We're gonna see. We're gonna be looking for both of y'all on the timeline.
It's gonna be ugly.
Banner 18.
Right, Reggie, we thank you so much for coming on. Y'all check out Reggie at YIHB merch on Twitter. Check him out, get some merch, get some advice on some good opportunities in the cannabis industry. Y'all get at Sam for all your pressure washing needs. You know, keep my boy out there on that $1 million hustle. And tune in for what's next, where we talk about topics that we care about today that won't even matter tomorrow. Or maybe they will.